Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to HPI Auto. We are starting this video off in a 2021 Porsche Cayman GT4. Now, this one is equipped with the PDK transmission. I'm really excited to drive this one today, just to see how it feels and see how it compares to, other 718 Caymans, the GTS, and so on. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Let's go ahead and get a drive started. There's a 4-liter flat 6 engine compared to, I believe it was like 3.8, 3.6 in like other Cayman GT4s. But this one is packing a 4-liter flat 6, which produces around 414 to the wheel. This is a rear-wheel drive car, and it's just an immaculate drive. I think 414 for how balanced the Cayman is, and I've expressed this in other videos as well. The engine sits up a little bit further compared to the 911 sibling, which offers a little bit more of a balanced drive and just makes it a really good and ideal track car, in my opinion. And after seeing them for so many years on the track and seeing how they take on, different tracks like Road Atlanta, CMP, VIR, and so forth, it's really impressive. And I'm kind of glad that the Cayman is starting more and more in the later years, starting to get that superstar moment, for lack of a better term. The 0 to 60 time isn't too shabby on this at all for an NA engine. Its 0 to 60 is 3.3 seconds, which again, really impressive in my eyes. Driving it right now, it feels really good to drive. Feels like it's on rails, kind of handles really well. And this one is stock. I believe it is lowered just a little bit, maybe on spring, maybe on coilovers. Where it reaches, where the PDK reaches its shifting point, it's almost the exact same as where you would shift in a GT4 with a manual. So it has the same characteristic, almost like that long gearing situation that is kind of really well known in the GT4 platform. But let's see if you can, I want to see if you guys can like kind of hear this. I'm going from first to second. Okay, second. .400, 4,200 RPMs, and then shifting from second to third and third to fourth. So it's kind of weird. Now, what I've heard, just talking to Evan about it, the original GT3 PDK can't even like fit in the same PDK transmission found in the GT3 couldn't even fit in this car. So they pretty much developed, from what I'm understanding, they developed another entirely different transmission for this car. So this is the interior of this 2021 Porsche Cayman GT4. Really nice, simple interior. It's got a full black interior with this silver/gray accent going throughout it. And I really do like it because not only is it on these door handle straps, but it's also on the deviated stitching right there. And it's also found on the headrest as well as just throughout the seats. Now, I really do like this more simple setup in here. It's just very clean, and obviously it looks like the previous owner really took care of this car. And the center console area, pretty much the exact same as other Cayman. It's going to be the exact same as other 718 Caymans, which isn't a bad thing. A lot of familiarities. Now, what's really cool is you have Alcantara all throughout the top here. These are the comfort seats. These are the 18-way comfort seats, which aren't too shabby at all. But I think for this car, I would almost 100% prefer the bucket seats that can come in this car. Overall though, really nice interior. I think it's very clean, it's very simple. Obviously reminds me of other 718s, but it's just the driving style and the characteristic of it really brings out that GT side in it. And I feel like once you step into it, especially if you've driven like a GT3, like a 991 GT3, you'll instantly feel and kind of understand the familiarities between this car and that 991 GT3. So this is the exterior of this 2021 Cayman GT4. It's a beautiful, beautiful white paint with those silver wheels on there. Now, you do have the red steel brakes on here. You've got Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. These are 245 35/20s in the front, and on the back you have 295 30/20s. So it's a little bit of a staggered tire setup. Not too bad. Like I mentioned earlier, I think this car is lowered just a little bit because look at that fitment. That's actually really impressive and really, really well done. Moving into the back area, I really do love how they've changed the GT4 rear end, especially on these 718s, because it's not just a center exhaust anymore, which I don't mind a center exhaust on some cars, but this one just kind of rocks it with the side exits. I would still call this like a side exit. I don't think it's a center exit at all, but it sounds really good. This is a stock system on here, but it is active, so you can open up the valves and hear it a little bit better. Getting a quick look at the frunk space of the GT4, really nice frunk space. This is a very deep frunk. Tons of storage options in this car, which I really love, and I'm glad that Porsche maintained all the storage capability of the Cayman with this GT4. That is going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. If you're curious about this 2021 Cayman GT4, I highly recommend you click the link in the description. You can check out more photos and get in contact with the team about picking up this Cayman. 14,000 miles on it. It's got a 4-liter flat-six engine producing 414 to the wheel. It sounds amazing, drives great, and has so much potential to be your next weekend cruiser, your next track car, and just also you could daily drive this thing for all you care. Really great car. Highly recommend you guys check this out for your next race car or your weekend car or track car or just next car in general. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.